Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss, the Forged in Fire campaign. When we last left off, we'd just arrived here at the town of Burton and we're now beginning to explore the surrounds. And there are many things that we need to explore indeed. Now, this level's apparently fairly challenging. We're going to see about that because, you know, the team did say that they've got this dynamic difficulty system, so we're going to suss it out for ourselves. So, over here we have some Orc Magi, not very many of them blocking the road. This is not too difficult. The Chieftains are a little bit more annoying because they'll kill some units. Over here we've got some Magi, a throng of Goblins guarding these ore. So that's a good example right there of like, well, I just start with 15 ore, I don't have to go kill this throng of Goblins to get them. We do have a horde of Wolf Raiders guarding this Crystal Cavern. And other various minutiae as well. There's a Seer's Hut. There's a few challenging fights here. The boars aren't too much of a problem. But let's see how we go, shall we? So for now, let's start picking up some resources. 1 crystal, 200 coin. That is not much. 3 wood in the wagon. So let's see what we can do. This turn we built the tavern in town. Okay. So I think Frederick should, like, see what else he can do, but then deliver his army over to Sam. You might as well do that now. She actually has a bunch of engineers, so we're actually going to use those as 1-stacks as opposed to halflings, because they've actually got pretty good movement speeds of 7. So that'll give us our heroes some more movement from day to day. Okay. Well, what's Sam's level? Level 4? She could do some experience as well. Actually, she has a spellbook. She doesn't have anything in her spellbook, but she has a spellbook. Okay. Well, I guess she just picked up a book and was like, oh, this will be useful someday. Alright. So she can go deal with these goblins first and foremost. That'll do. Well, we have tactics, so we might as well make good use of it. That being said, hobgoblins shouldn't be a problem for this large number of halflings we have. Actually, this is a bit silly, isn't it? So just a few other points of business while I'm getting this combat underway. I have made some adjustments to the recording setup. I've tried to fix my microphone, I'm using a different program to record. I've also increased the speed of units in combat. So hopefully, that improves the viewing experience for you all. Oh, the luckiest halflings. Smacking down. But, if there's any further problems, do let me know, of course. Or we could just set these goblins on fire. Got him. Excellent. That should be safe enough, right? Yeah, the engineer can tank a few goblins. So the engineer is an interesting unit in that, obviously, there's the flamethrower attack, which does hit 2 hexes. So if I attack here, for example, I'll actually flame my own engineers. They can also repair mechanical units, like this automaton over here. But that is that. A flawless victory. Alright, so Sam is out of movement. Yeah. So we might as well just get Henrietta to take over. Thank you. You can retain 1 engineer for movement speed, and otherwise we'll just keep going, shall we? So that's what the ogres look like. Huge, clumsy, with tarnished olive-coloured skin and poorly armed, but with their strength, that doesn't matter so much. Even a club in the hands of such a hulk can be more dangerous than the sharpest sword. Zog seemed to realise, though, that if his warriors were given good weapons and armour, they would find few equals in battle. We can only hope he doesn't get another source of metal, and we won't let them get their hands on Burton craftsmanship while we're alive. Well, just straight up killed those ogre magi. Excellent. So let's see what's further down the road, shall we? It's a horde of marksmen. The badge of courage wouldn't be bad, but horde of marksmen though. Not so interested. So the garrison looks like it's our next real threat. And Derek, the drilling foreman, rolls out a cart of valuables. We managed to sell our yield at a hefty profit. A healthy profit. Hope we take in at least as much next time. Come back for your share in a week. This is the equivalent of a water wheel for the wasteland terrain. Okay, gold. I don't want to get too far away from the others, because I want to, like, sensibly move forward. Bursting through this garrison is probably sensible. We also don't know how big it is, though, because we don't have another tavern. The number of taverns you have actually lets you see garrisons. Well, let's just keep going, though. Grab some gold. There's a mercenary camp here we want to run everyone through. And for now, we'll just have the other two follow along picking up the resources. Oh, here's Tan. Tan does not have a name that we understand, but does have some ogres, does have some goblins. This should not be a problem for our current army, however. Yeah, I don't think so. We should be able to kill this battle mage without too much to worry about, but it is interesting that we're being attacked this quickly. Now, one thing I did notice as well, that our mission objective is just to avoid the loss of Burton. So, we can actually lose heroes. Not that we really want to, of course, but we can. Now, what to go for next? The fort is going to be required for any additional dwellings, so we're going to prioritise that as soon as possible. But we do need a bit more wood and ore for that. So it may be a town hall this turn. There is some wood here. There's some ore here. Yeah, we may need to come back this way once we've dealt with this man. So we'll have Frederick stay where he is. He'll be the one on the left. We'll have Sam be the go-between. Somewhat. We'll work it out. This turn right now, though, we're going to deal with this threat. I do love that factory soundtrack. So even the AI could figure it out, but let's do it ourselves. So we've got a few tools at our disposal. So this automaton does have the ability to be repaired by these engineers and mechanics. So that can be a useful beatstick for us. Otherwise, I do think bunkering up in the corner does make some sense. We're going to be doing that. Let's get this engineer here. But we do want to have something up here so that there's, you know, something to compel these enemies to go to the north. What I might do is put this unit here and have the flamers stand here. I think that's a decent formation. So we're going to hold off for now. This person does have spell points, and we do not, so that's a bit concerning. Okay, stone skin though, we can handle stone skin. Alright, so the mechanics aren't going to have anything to do this particular turn. That's fine. So these ogres also decided not to walk into range of the automaton. That's fine, but we'll probably reposition the automaton later. It is, however, pulling units up to the top, which is what we want. So we might as well get rid of these goblins now. So I could get a hit in now on these. I'd rather not, though. Mind you, like, what's the most threatening thing here? It's going to be the ogres, right? Let's let our ranged units pelt that stack for one more turn. So, we'll position ourselves here. We'll then hold off. Oh, the Ogre Magi casting Bloodlust. Alright, so this should be an easy kill now for the mechanics. Excellent. So we may have to steal retaliation at some point with one of these engineers. But we'll defend for this turn. So do you want to go in now? This guy is getting closer. I think it's time for the automatons to shine. Oh, the luckiest goblins. So we can actually have our one stacks do some repairs as well if needed. But for now, I don't think that's going to be too required. So we can bring back a number of these automatons already. For now, we're just going to have this woman pull back. I don't feel a need to have these women run it down. Certainly we'll throw all the ranged attacks we can into here. I think it's time though for the mechanics to set these ogres on fire. Yeah. Maybe I should have stolen the retail, but now means that this is just an easy clear. Shield on the Ogre Magi. Oh, morale. Bonk. Might be time to get some repairs in here, eh? You know what, why not? Because we can actually move them back when next turn begins. Now back to 4. That's not going to be doing much damage though. Well, let's wait. You can pull back. Defend. So notice how this repairs do raise fallen automatons from the grave permanently. It's an important note. Wait. Wait. Okay. I'm going to defend so I can repair my automatons. There we are. 5 automatons. 5 automatons are restored. Okay, let's attack. And then attack again. We only lost 2 mechanics in that entire fight. An excellent result. And now we can learn a new spell, a skill. And I will be picking up Basic Wisdom. Why not? So that was a good result. That guy was just getting up in our face, and we've already dealt with him immediately. This is excellent. So let's see what we can do next. So first I'd like Henrietta to clear this mercenary camp. It is going to be quicker to go through the gold. I think the same composition should be fine. Wow, apparently not. That is a lot of... That's a lot of Ogre Magi. Okay. It was a high lots, not a low lots. We'll give it a go, but it might just be a reload, this one. Fortunately, this is why autosaves exist. I don't think we've got the firepower. You know what? I'm just going to accept that. But that was a bad call. Alright, that's high lots. So we'll come back to that. What we will do, however, is make our way back to Sam. Still glad to deal with Tan right now, because that was an issue. Sam can then be the go-between for Henrietta and Frederick. You can keep going. This will be sufficient. Swap. Alright, Frederick, let's keep going. So the wood will be necessary. But I really would like to get this throng of goblins this turn. I guess we'll see how big the stack is, eh? 1 wood. What a tease. I guess it might be the pack of Ogre Magi then. Actually, this will be what we need. How much room do we have left? Oh, I don't think it's going to be enough. But we need both the wood and the ore, so I think this is the only way. But we'll see what happens. This fight is much more manageable. Alright, so we can wait here, start moving down our engineers. Sort of sucks to have to waste a shooting turn, but it's good to get in formation. It is what tactics gives you, isn't it? Yeah, hoping the recording works out nicely. It's all a bit playing by faith right now, isn't it? Just defend for now, get into position. We should be able to run up and do a hit. Bonk. And then we run back. We run back here. You gonna start casting Bloodlust for us, guys? Not yet. So the standard halflings can kill 0 to 1. 0 to 2 here. We might as well just get a free kill. Actually, let's use that breath attack, shall we? Because if we attack in this direction, we hit both stacks, and we don't take retaliation. Excellent. Okay, time for the automaton to get stuck in. So we do lose one, but that's okay. We can actually revive it relatively simply. We can kill this stack off ourselves with the Flamer Girl. She's got morale. We're going to hold off, though. Because now we can do a fix. There we go. And the automaton can finish this. Excellent. A flawless victory. No, not quite enough to pick up the ore. We literally have like 30 movement points short. Well, that's going to be next turn then. We can grab the treasure chest this turn, which we are going to pick up for gold, because as much as we have 20 grand right now, that's going to go away quickly. Now, because we can't build a fort this turn, we're going to go for a town hall. It's just a good long-term economic decision. Let's proceed. The town made a strong impression, though a mixed one. There were big houses, small factories, something in between the two, all over the place. Smoke, steam, creaking wood and clanking metal. Nothing like our quiet, tidy villages, but I felt my compatriots would settle in quickly. There was no way out, and if a halfling settled somewhere, it would soon bound to become a cozy home, even if it had to start with a burrow under a mountain. We didn't have to dig though. Sam had placed the refugees in old adobes on the outskirts of the settlement. They had been built many years ago by a small tribe of ogres who had quarrelled with their kin and come begging to be hired as labourers, but in the end the giants proved incapable of doing useful work and drifted away, never to be heard from again. The dwellings had been decaying ever since, and they were about to be taken apart for stone when they suddenly came in handy. For the little halflings, these structures were huge and uncomfortable, but only at first. In a couple of days the walls were lined with tomato pots and other plants, and Erston, the village carpenter, was making elegant tables and chairs to fit the new dwellers. The locals, the mechanics, turned out to be people of few words, but surprisingly hard-working. Even the children here got up early and often helped the adults in the factories or forges instead of playing. Sam showed wonders of organisational talent. The next day each halfling had a leather apron with a set of simple tools and was instructed on the work to be done. Labour is the best remedy for sad thoughts. Before I knew it, Sam's new apprentices were up to their ears in the production of all sorts of mechanical parts. Gears, bushings, shafts, cams, and things I had no idea what they were for, and only seen them piled up in a workshop in distant earful. Like, what is a nozzle, and what is it for? I could have asked Frederick, of course, but I didn't dare to distract him now. He was busy constructing a huge hangar or shed on the side of the village, as our airships were in need of a thorough overhaul, provided, of course, an overhaul would be enough. The lull didn't last long. One of Sam's scouts brought word that an army led by one of Zog's commanders had moved out towards Burton, and they would be here soon. The locals didn't seem to be fazed by the news, but the clanging, clinking, and scraping in the shops grew louder, and the town got engulfed in a mixture of steam and smoke. Well, we already met that particular commander and put him down, so off to a good start. We can now grab our ore. Well, we actually need this anyway. I suppose the ore pit would have done it for us. Maybe we'll just clear these goblins anyway. Clear this, then drop the army back off to Sam. Mind you, we've only got so much movement. That's the part of the problem. We really need logistics on Frederick. See, Henrietta has advanced logistics, so she's got 10% extra movement speed. But not so for poor old Frederick. So at least Sam is basic, but anyway. Shall we risk the goblin fight? Yes, we shall. Okay, it looks manageable. It's a low throng, which is excellent. Just gonna do a full weight turn. Well, let's pelt the ones that could get morale and be dangerous. And they didn't get morale. Excellent. Defend. Let's wall them off, shall we? They may end up killing someone, unless the automatons can get in there and sort of cause a ruckus, which they may be able to. And I suppose we do have lightning bolts. Actually, no, that was a scroll, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, he could still get in there. Go, automatons! Use your claw thing to murder the hobgoblins. Alright, well, we can get some flamers in here as well. The retaliation has been taken. Let's just move these mechanics down to assist the halflings. The goblins wouldn't dare to get morale. That's just illegal. Let's have these mechanics sort of take a step back, ever so slightly. Ah, it should be fine. Just fix that up for us. Step back with these gowls over here. And there we go. Another flawless victory. So this will provide us with an excellent addition to the town of Burton. The construction of a fort. Observe, over here there's a nice little skeletal remains there, and they are replaced with this fort. And we even get a bridge. Isn't that nice? It transforms the outer appearance of our town and will enable the construction of a ranch and manufactory in the near future. So let's continue. So is this all your movement? You can pick up these rocks, and that's all your movement, so thank you, Frederick. You might as well keep one of the engineers. And we'll carry on. Let's have Sam move over to Henrietta. Where's Henrietta going to go, though, is an interesting question, because these Ogre Magi were more than I bargained for. We could examine this. It's a little bit cheap, but I suppose we have the benefit of saves, don't we? We can be like, behold! What is this? Actually quite manageable. Excellent. Let's do that then. That's the wrong button. Beyond the horizon. Well, minor exploits aside. Let's go and clear out this garrison. Swap. Okay, Henrietta, do you have tactics? You do. This shouldn't be a problem then. So we do have a few orcs. But we can manage orcs. Those of you who aren't familiar with HotA might be like, these are orcs? Orcs didn't look like that. And that's alright, they did adjust them to be a bit more of the pork orc variety. Okay. That should be sufficient. We are probably going to take losses here, it's just sort of the way of the world. But we'll manage. So let's see how many we can kill using our ranged attacks. Of course, these are a priority too. There we are. 24 hobgoblins perish. 2 grenadiers, 5 grenadiers. Yep, it's just the way things are going to be. But we'll see what we can do. Alright, well, it's now safe for the mechanic and automaton duo to sort of press on. So I think what we'll do is we'll have the mechanics attack the ogres, and we'll just let the automatons continue to... Well, sorry, the orcs. And we'll keep wailing upon the ogres with the automatons. Like so. The engineers will continue to provide a wall of flesh. Oh, the luckiest grenadiers. Demolishing those goblins. Alright, orcs, say hello to Flamethrower. Oh, they didn't like it. Oh, morale. Excellent. Oh, good luck shines upon the mechanics. That's the luckiest Flamethrower. Yeah, we are going to lose a few mechanics. It's sad, but it's true. So let's have all these girls defend. I'm going to shoot these. We're going to have... Yeah, we're going to kill off the ogres with the flamethrowers now. And then we'll defend this turn. We may lose an engineer. We actually don't. But it means we can now fix up our automatons before killing this Ogre Magi. Excellent. That was pretty good. We did lose some units. It was to be expected against ranged. But we now have access to this garrison. This is excellent. For example, rocks. Wolf Riders, gold. There's many fine pieces of loot here. Looks like the end of the wasteland too. We're going to go into some dirt. That's dirty. Henrietta has still some moves, so let's see. What about Wolf Riders? How are we feeling about those? We're sure to do some Wolf Riders. Yeah. They're like the ultimate glass cannon. Okay. Everyone wait. I don't want to get my mechanics murdered by these wolf raiders, so... we're just not going to do that. Well, this automaton can just murder this wolf raider stack. Excellent. And a fine murdering it was. Easy. This will give us access to this warehouse of wood. Not something that really needs to be accessed by a main. We can have Sam do that next turn. We could clear these boars though. How about we save the boars for next time? Thank you all for watching, and when we come back we'll continue to explore the territory surrounding Burton and see if we can do something about this Zog character, eh? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time right here at KonfluxGames.